Probably welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another rumour that has a video where we're talking about players linked to the football club this coming transfer window, and we've got a massive player linked to us right now, and he's been starring in the Premier League very recently as well, doing us a massive favour in our race for Europe. I'm going to get stuck right into this player in a minute. Just before I do, a little reminder, as always, say if you haven't already, smash subscribe, come and join us. We're over 7,500 subs, loads of room for you, Nevermore, all free content. If you want to give a bit back to the channel, there is an option down there below. Click whichever one suits you best. You will get early access to the rants, the previews, and those kind of things, and the Rumour Has It videos as well. But yes, if you want to support the channel, the option is there for you. But other than that, it's all free to consume. So let's get stuck in. Who am I talking about? Well, there is only one name read on the lips of most Premier League fans right now, and it is this guy right here, Michael Olise, who plays for Crystal Palace. He has been fantastic for Crystal Palace of late. He really, really has. He's had some niggly injuries to overcome, but boy, is this lad a player. And 22 years old, he's got all his years ahead of him, but he is absolute quality. He's got all the aspects you could possibly imagine. He's got strength, pace, he's got a trick, he can cut inside, he can cut outside, he can score goals from distance, he's got vision, he can cross a ball. You know, he's basically got everything that you're looking for really in terms of a wide player, especially a modern day wide player. He links up so well with Eze, but I really do feel no matter how well Palace are progressing, that his days at that club are numbered. It seems to be the case for players like this, unfortunately. We've been through this ourselves, loads of other clubs have as well, and I think Olise is going to be hot property in the summer, but apparently Newcastle United are interested in the player. We've looked at this lad ever since he was at Reading back in the day, and obviously Palace stole him March. They signed him. He went to Palace. He's been absolutely brilliant. As you can see there, been there since 2021, 88 appearances, 15 goals, 23 assists. At 22 years old is pretty good, but he is catching the eye of everybody now. So it isn't just Newcastle's interested. Man City are interested. Liverpool are interested. Paris Saint-Germain were looking at him last year. He's a French under 21. Chelsea are interested. Of course, they're interested in everybody. And even Manchester United are interested. But unlike what Mark Goldbridge seems to think, this kid is not nailed on to join Manchester United, in my opinion, because apparently when he leaves Palace, he wants to leave for Champions League football, which may be an issue for us in terms of going for the player. But we are linked nonetheless. There's a £60 million release clause, I believe there is, for Olise in the summer, and Newcastle apparently are really, really interested in looking at it. Now, there's a whole raft of right wingers, right-sided players that will all be linked to, and that tells me that a certain Mr. Miguel Almiron could possibly find himself out of the club in the summer. You can see there, Mark's compared Olise to Almiron in the radar grid, and it's not even close. It's absolutely not even close. You can see how much Olise is better than Miggy. I mean, you can see that with your own two eyes, to be fair. But this guy is absolute quality. He really, really is. And he fits the mould of everything we want to be in terms of a football club. You know, he's young. He's already top quality. He's got loads of quality years ahead of him. Think of the way he could link up with Gordon, with Isak as well. You know, I think this lad would be absolutely phenomenal with Bruno as well. You know, but it's a huge, huge task, I think, for us to sign this player. I have a feeling we may be being used to bump the price up potentially, or to maybe get other clubs to blink first in terms of the chase for Olise. But listen, I'd love him at Newcastle, but I'm not sure this one is a start, to be fair. But let's look at the stats anyway. As you can see there, the red, amber, greens, they're all pretty much greens for Olise. His goals, his shots on target, his assists, his XA, they're all up in the high 90s. Shot creation chances as well in the high 90s. Key passes in the high 90s. Touches in the high 90s. This lad loves the ball at his feet. He'll come deep. He'll spin. You know, he'll take 2 or 3 touches to dance around players and then go back and beat them again. He'll suck in 2 or 3 players and then get around them. He just seems to have everything that you could possibly need in your locker to beat a player, really, you know, and I just think he's going to get better and better, to be fair. You know, you can see there this season, 17 appearances because he's been hammered by injury, but still 9 goals and 4 assists and big goals as well. Goals against Liverpool, Chelsea, teams like that. You know, he is a quality player. He gets dispossessed very, very, you know, rarely as well. So he would definitely fit the mold for Newcastle United. His contract expires in June 2027, and his weekly wage is estimated to be about 100 grand a week. So transfer market's gone with 43 million, but I think it's going to be closer to maybe 60 million to get him away from Crystal Palace. But this is a very interesting one for us to be linked to, I think, in the summer. I do think him and Eze are going to be a hot property. I'd be happy for Newcastle to put a bid in for Eze as well. To be honest with you, I think he's a smashing player. But let us know in the comments below what you guys think about going for Olise. Now, I just think that we are being used to bump the price up. As much as I'd love to sign him, I just don't know whether we're going to be in for that player. There's loads of other players being linked as well. We're going to do a video on each target That was in Craig Hope's article, the Daily Mail recently. There was 3 main wingers, and we're going to cover them all individually and go through the stat computer with them. But they're all absolutely top quality players. They will cost a few quid, but it sounds like Newcastle have got some real intent in terms of getting these players on board. There's loads of rumours about Isak signing a new improved contract as well. That marks intent in the summer. And if we can go and buy some top quality players like an Olise, then God, we are really going to go for that Champions League spot next season. But let us know in the comments below what you guys think about Olise. Is it the kind of player you'd be interested in Newcastle having? Do you think it's a little bit of paper talk just to bump up the cost and flush other teams out like City or Liverpool or Paris Saint-Germain or whoever else may be interested in the player? Or do you generally think that Newcastle United may be interested and be willing to stomach the cash for this player? And let us know, if we do get him, how good you think he will be for the club. So let us know in the comments below. We'll always like to hear from you. Smash them in there. We'll always do our best to reply to you. As I mentioned at the start, if you haven't already, click subscribe. We'd love you to come and join us. It's all free, but if you want to support the channel, there is an option down there as well. Click whichever one suits you best. Have a cracking day. We'll be back with some more Rumour Has It videos soon. See you later.